Early in the year, the Port Huron Northern Huskies were flirting with a 500 overall record. Even then, people were thinking they could be better. 14 games into this 2012 season, the Huskies are a disappointing 5-9 overall and struggling to find their offense. Consistent scoring, playing smart, and limiting turnovers are the keys. Well, tonight, Grosse Pointe North comes into town with a 500 record, exactly at 7-7 at this point. So it's going to be tough, but we know what it takes. Simply put, Huskies, it's time to get hot with the rock. Good evening, everyone. Derek Wark, the Big D from Port Huron Northern High School, CPHS Channel 6. Well, Northern has had it tough, to say the least, this season. 5-9, as mentioned, overall, and really have not had a lot of success in the MAC White. I think 1-6 is their overall record in the White. And Grosse Pointe North comes in tonight, 7-7 overall, a 500 team, so it will be tough. But then again, you got to limit your mistakes, limit your turnovers, and play good, strong, aggressive Husky basketball. And we'll see. But that's the key. They don't have a lot of big scoring talent, so they've got to play defense and keep the scoring low. Norseman off the tip. They get it inside. Rebound right in the hands of Donovan Barnes. And quickly back the other way, Quinn Kotsko. If anything, Kotsko, one of the bigger scorers on this Husky club. Him and Jackson Langolf. Langolf has been putting up a lot of points lately, and he's got the ball now. Down low feed, pass, no. Partially blocked from behind, right in Langolf's hands. Tries a spin move. And right in the hands of the Norsemen, playing some very strong defense down low. Justin Kennedy now up quickly. Derek Morris, number 25, and he's got the ball now. 7-16 ticks to go in the first. No score, just underway from Port Huron Northern. 40 with the ball, Kennedy gets it down low again, fouled first. 24 had the basketball, Anderjack, and it looks like he pushed off. Huskies off the throw-in, and here we go again. Just about 7 minutes to go now in the first. Still no score. Not a real great showing as far as fans go. They're trying to get the fans back in here again. They were saying earlier before the game they'd like to get greater crowd participation going, and that's why we have, well, your blue leotard man down there. They say he's called the Shocker, and he's down there again in the James zone. This was a foul against the Huskies, so that means the Norsemen have the basketball again. Under 7 ticks to go now in the first, and still 0-0. The Norsemen, 500 basketball team even, trying to make their overall record 8-7. Huskies trying to get anything going and trying to go 6-9. The Norsemen from Grosse Pointe North coming off a 63-54 victory over Warren Kuzno. Kuzno was in here, and they beat the Huskies earlier in the season. January 13th, this Norseman team beat the Huskies as well, 68-59. Inside, missed it. Langolf quickly the other way. Can't quite get it to fall. Good, strong defense. Good transition play by the Norsemen. They've got it. Spin move off the high glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound right in the hands of 40. Justin Kennedy for the early deuce. This Kennedy, big guy, active, and listed as just a sophomore. Pretty good hustle as well. Derek Morris off the hoop from the Norsemen. Huskies going to keep the basketball, though. Kotsko the throw-in. Haynes has it, sets up calmly. Full court, he's got to hurry to avoid the 5. Does. Dangerous backdoor down low feed off the hands of Langolf. And this is the turnovers I was talking about. Limiting the mistakes and playing smart basketball. You have to limit the mistakes because, again, they don't have a huge scoring threat on this basketball team. Morris with the ball, top of the court, now gives to Desatsi. Tries to feed it inside, no, ends up in Langolf's hands. Getting sloppy, Kotsko with it. On the run, feeds Langolf, rushes it, can't get it to go, didn't even get rim. Quickly back, Norsemen throw it away, right in the hands of Ben Haynes who has it. Bounce feed, down low, spin move. Langolf again off the glass and missed. And he looks frustrated with himself after that one. He's had a couple of decent looks, but pretty good positioning on the hole down low. Norsemen guarding him, and he hasn't got one to fall yet. This is a forced up shot, 25 Morris. Thought there might have been a foul there, but he put it in anyway. That's good concentration, got it to fall. 4-0 now, Norsemen. 5:05 to go in the first. Huskies still searching for their first hoop of the game. And they're going to call a push off here on Haynes. Well, 25, Derek Morris thus far for the Norsemen. He looks like he's a real pest, and that's a great compliment for him the way he's been playing. Certainly a fast guard and showing that it's a complete court game, not just a half court. He's right in the Huskies' face all over the place right now. Under 5 to go in the first. 4-0, Norsemen have the lead and the ball. Over to Dzatsky. Dzatsky, the pass, great defense by Langolf. He has it now, being doubled. Out on 20, who just stepped in for the quick defensive play, Corey Clifton. Well, going down the Husky schedule, we'll actually do that in just a minute. Couple losses. They are coming off a big 38-36 victory over St. Clair, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Off the throw-in. So to Haynes. Haynes, pretty good look at a 3. Hard offensive rebound there by 32 Barnes, but he missed. Another follow-up. Barnes has it again. Now off the high glass. Can't get that to fall either. And Justin Kennedy with the rebound. Quickly up court. That's definitely a foul off the glass. Rolling off the rim. Can't get it to fall. They're going to call a charge. End-to-end play, pretty good tempo right now, but Huskies still in search for their first points of this basketball game. And we're almost halfway done the first quarter. At times, they can struggle offensively. They get in routes like this. Haynes off the throw-in. Here we go. Kotsko with the basketball at half court. Again, CPHS Channel 6, Derek Wark, Big D. Haynes give and go down low. Barnes open wide as Alex Johns-Moore puts up the 3 off the front of the rim. Anderjack quickly up court again. 12 with it, Dzatsky. Now to Kennedy. Fast moving center, Dzatsky puts up a 3, he got it. Don't look now, 7-0 Norsemen. Well, anything has to fall right now for the Huskies, anything at all, just to give them some offensive confidence. Here's the switch, they double Haynes up top. Open look, Langolf has a resort of the double. Can't get that to fall, that's not even off the rim. Kotsko, spin move, a little bit of bumping, ends up in the hands of 12, Dzatsky. Down low, Kennedy got the deuce. Got it to fall, kind bounce off the rim. Coach Brian Jamieson calls timeout. 3:14 to go in the first, 9-0. Grosse Pointe North, not a very good start at all for the Huskies. There you see the scoreboard at 3:14. Again, Derek Wark, Big D, CPHS, going down that Port Huron Northern Husky schedule. January the 27th, they lost 50-40 to Grosse Pointe South. Of course, they got North right now, South. GPS apparently in that one. Outscored the Huskies 22-7 in the fourth quarter. Well, I don't care who you play. You get outscored 22-7 in any quarter, let alone the fourth, you're going to lose the game. Langolf 10 in that one. Quinn Kotsko had 8. Of course, January 31st, they lost 61-50 to Roseville. Jackson Langolf 19 in that one. He's been a bit of a scoring machine lately, or at least the leading scorer in most games for the Huskies lately. 19 in that one. Johns-Moore 12 and Kotsko added 9. Langolf, closest thing this team really has to a, what you would call a consistent scorer. And last Thursday night, February 2nd, finally they got a win. They beat St. Clair 38-36. Langolf 15, Ben Haynes, a nice game scoring as well with 8, and Dylan Harrison in that one had 7. Those that saw that game against St. Clair claimed Northern won because they were clearly the more physical basketball team, and although the score was very close, it could have been a lot worse for St. Clair, so obviously one of Port Huron Northern's better games, again, 38-36, the last one over St. Clair. Off the timeout now, another giveaway, unforced turnover, and the Norsemen have it again, up 9. 9-0. 5 minutes gone by of basketball time here in the first. Still nothing on the scoreboard to show for the Huskies. 25 Morris. Now it's 42 William Ritchie who has checked in, and a crossway to Clifton. Back in the hands of Ritchie. They put up a 3, yes. Yet another one falls. William Ritchie. 12-0 Norsemen. Certainly not the start Coach Jamieson was hoping for. He took the early timeout to talk about it, but again, the struggles offensively just continue. And there's yet another turnover. Haynes couldn't get it. Pretty good defense to get back, though. Almost blocked that one. Stopped Morris's momentum just enough. Out of bounds nonetheless on the Huskies. Grosse Pointe North to throw it in. 2 and 14 to go in the first. 12-0 Norsemen. It's been all them so far in the first. This is a 2 if it goes, no. Rebound in the hands of Ben Haynes, that's a good job. They double him immediately. Safe to Quinn Kotsko. He dribbles back, Kotsko. Travel, yes. Well, when things aren't going well, sometimes nothing's going well, and there's an example. Kotsko, one extra step. He got it to go, but obviously didn't count. Anything to fall right now, as mentioned, would help for the Huskies. Anything at all. Dangerous backdoor feed, but it leads to an open 3. It was rushed. He had all day to set up for that one. 5 off the miss, Taiwan Wiggins. A minute 34 left in the first. Now Haynes, quickly. Layup try, fouled first. So Haynes is going to go to the line here and shoot, I believe, 2. Foul called on 20. Corey Clifton, first personal, team second. Hardly any fouls thus far, just 2 team fouls on the board for the Norsemen. And 1 for Pointe Huron Northern. Very important he hits this just to get anything up there. No, he didn't get it. Haynes missed the first. Has another one left. Checking in for the Norseman, Joshua McFauley. So the Huskies 5 and 9 overall in the season. Early in the year they were flirting with 500 and people thought, yeah, this could be a decent year if they get a few things fixed, but really it's been on-the-job training this year, particularly on the offensive side of the basketball. Checking in now is Blake Golding, quarterback for the football team, or at least he will be this year. Coming up. McFauley has it again, just checking in for the Norsemen. Doubled, pretty strong defense by the Huskies. Good job to avoid it. Kennedy, backdoor feed off high glass. Missed it, but fouled is William Ritchie. And he will go to the line. There you see some of the James zone. And the Shocker is what they call that blue man. Or I guess that's his name. They don't really have a name for him, but Shocker, that's good enough for him, so he goes by that. First one from the free throw line, got it, William Ritchie. About to put up his second. It's a 13-1 basketball game, folks. That's right. That scoreboard you saw a minute ago, it's not lying. 13-1. Next free throw, missed it. Norseman up 12. Just over a minute to go now in the first. Kotsko off a double team again. And I think this time they drew the foul. 23 McFauley, I think the personal foul on him. They're going to throw this one in from there. Third personal and first personal on McFauley. Off the throw in by Trace Grain, who is also checked in with Golding, who has the ball now. Mika Moore is in there as well. He's lining up down low right now with Kotsko and Johns Moore. Golding guarded very closely. Kotsko as well. Good defense forces him inadvertently throw the ball out of bounds, but he's going to keep it. That's out on the Norseman. 52.6 ticks on the first quarter clock. Here to go. 12-point lead, 13-1 Norseman on top. Just one first quarter point for the Huskies, and they give the ball away again. Taiwan Wiggins up court, down low, easy basket, nobody on him, missed assignment, William Ritchie. A 15-1 game. Well, they've got to go back to the drawing board. Really they do. Plenty of time left in this game, obviously. Nothing to panic about just yet, but a 1-point quarter. Mika Moore guarded very, very closely. Good job to avoid the double team to Mika Moore, who got it back. Bumped, I think, in the process. Huskies going to keep the ball. Final 18 seconds left in the first. So Kotsko off the throw-in. Looks to Johns Moore. Final 16, now 15 seconds in the first quarter. Golding with the ball at top, going to hold for last shot. Golding guarded closely, bumping around a bit. Final 5 seconds, now 4. He's got to hurry. 3 seconds, now 2, now 1. Can't get it off, and the quarter goes just as the ball goes out of bounds. That is a great first quarter, particularly defensively if you're a Grosse Pointe Norseman fan. They lead after one, 15-1 from Port Huron Northern High School. Derek Wark, the Big D, CPHS, Channel 6. Well, what can you say? A tough first quarter, and really the offensive struggles continue for this Husky team. They do have some talent. It's not like they're void of it. But in order to beat teams, it's not a big secret. They've got to keep scoring low, and they certainly did not do that after one. Here you see Mika Moore with a star carved into his head. Actually, I think that part of his head is blonde and some streaks across. That's unique. It's fun. There you see some of the Husky cheerleaders doing their thing down there. Back to some fans. But again, really, the Huskies just have to settle down, set themselves. Good back and forth pace to that first quarter, I thought. They just couldn't buy a basket. Nothing seemed to fall for them. Again, this is the Port Huron Area School District television station, CPHS Channel 6. For copies of these games, I believe a $20 fee you can give the big fella in the studio. Right now, he's the big fella out there in the hallway, E.J. Shea. 984-6621, the number to call for programming, and I'll request Fridays as well if you want a copy of these broadcasts. 984-6621, CPHS Channel 6. Back to the game, second quarter underway. 15-1, Norseman on top. They get it down low to Kennedy. Good defense, Huskies, double and triple teamed, but he still found the open man off the glass and good. Taiwan Wiggins. When you have the men in numbers and you're doubling or tripling, you can't let them find the open man. You simply can't afford to. Langolf, inside feed, Mika Moore puts it up, and finally they get a basket. Honestly, it took 8.5 minutes, but finally they put one in. Mika Moore gets it. And really, that's huge. Kennedy thinking about taking it in. Doesn't. Pass outside instead. Barely kept in from the over and back. 5, Wiggins. No look feed down low. Kennedy, I believe it's off on Kennedy. Now they're going to say off on the Huskies. Norseman to keep it. 7 minutes even on the second quarter clock. 17-3. The lead is 14. Inbound pass, wide open man, didn't get it to fall. 32, Donovan Barnes. Fast breaking with the ball. They fight hard for it, right in the hands of Kennedy. Boy, he moves good for a big man. Wiggins back to Kennedy. Look at him operate off the glass, but I think they're going to call him for a charge. Yes, they do. Well, size so important in this game, but speed to go with the size. Certainly a valuable asset to have, and he's got it. Certainly does have a lot of talent. Kennedy, number 40. And Dondre Young, actually, who was checked in, he's number 44. Both of them together. Good mix of both size and speed for the Norsemen. Golding with the ball. Now out. Shot put up by 20, Trace Grain off the miss. Norsemen throwing this one away. Well, they're rushing, but they can afford to do that. Up 14. Huskies now, after almost 10 minutes of basketball, just 3 points on the scoreboard, just 1 field goal at this point. One of those nights so far, but again, plenty of basketball to still play. Got to up their defensive intensity, obviously. Kotsko almost loses the ball. Haynes has it, now back to Kotsko. Langolf, good look at a 3 again, misses again. In the hands of Kennedy again. The Norsemen up 14 with the basketball. Taiwan Wiggins foul. Reaching in call might be on Trace Grain or Kotsko. Going to the line, Taiwan Wiggins. And it is going to be on Trace Grain, a reaching in call. Just his first personal, team third for the Huskies. Norseman, 5 team fouls at this point, 5 and 40 to go in the second. Wiggins puts up the first, he got it. An 18-3 game right now. So the Norsemen at some point in the second half, if this game keeps going at this pace, they might consider putting some backup players in and seeing what they can do. Wiggins got them both. It is now 19-3. There's the scoreboard, proof I'm not lying to you. Kotsko to Haynes, now back to Kotsko again. Guarded all over the court, Timothy Hurd on him. They get it to Trace Grain. Grain looking inside, now kicks it out to Langolf. Langolf with the basketball, tries to get inside. Loses the basketball and he just threw it away. Well, they've got positioning. They're not letting the Huskies do much from an offensive standpoint. So really, if your outside perimeter shots are not falling, which they're not, it doesn't give you much of a game offensively because they're not allowing the Huskies anything inside. And there isn't really the telltale post-up player on this Husky team to get a lot of points in the post. So really, it's take it to the lane to get hoops or shoot it from the outside, which they're not doing a very good job of right now. Kotsko on the throw-in. 5:19 left in the second. 19-3. Lead is 16 Norsemen. Johns Moore, wide open look again, Donovan Barnes. No. Right there for the follow-up, though, Jackson Langolf. Offensive rebound and the make. 19-5. Right back. Excellent down low feed. Justin Kennedy caught the Huskies sleeping in a way. Coach Jamieson didn't like that one at all. Understandably so. 21-5. Kotsko. Back. Charge. Well, they just can't get anything to go their way right now. Even when they get a basket, get a few defensive stops, they still cannot come back and convert. The lead is 16. Final 4 and 45 of the second. 25 Derek Morris with the ball. Dangerous cross-court feed. Ricky Watson-Wilson, who is checked in. 14 Hurd, now back to Derek Morris. Huskies on the switch off, they double. Doubling every man with the ball now. 42 with it, Richie. Loses the ball, tapped out by the Huskies. Norseman to keep it. Off the throw-in again, 21-5, Norseman on top. Lead is 16. Shot fake, Kennedy inside. Lucky pass, across the way. Did Johns Moore foul him before the shot? Well, it's going to be Husky basketball. 14, the push-off away from the ball. Timothy Hurd got the call there. So Huskies trying to get some points on the board, at least get into double digits scoring before halftime here. Lead is still 21-5 Norsemen. Kotsko with it. Very good with the ball in his own right for a big guy. Johns Moore. Good look down low, Langolf. They are really adjusting quickly to any interior pass the Huskies are making right now. Norseman checking in all kinds of guys. 24 Anderjack actually is back in. 12 as well, Dizazzi back in. Kotsko down low, got it. Very, very important they get him going in this game as well. Quickly, Dizazzi, no, the miss. Rebound, fighting hard for it, Kennedy with Barnes and Haynes over there. Well, it's not from a lack of effort. Certainly our boys right now doing a decent job defensively. It's all about putting the ball in the hoop. Haynes with it off the throw-in. Final 3 and 30 ticks in the second. 21-7, the lead is 14. Grosse Pointe North, Norseman, backdoor pass. Johns Moore to Barnes, who walked. Well, it was well set up. Unselfish play by Johns Moore. Just couldn't get it to go. Not getting a lot of luck right now are the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Just 1-6 in the MAC Blue. They've had it tough in the division. That St. Clair game that they won, they're coming off of. It's a cross-town game, obviously. Crossover, as you'd say, in the MAC. Pretty good defense here. Back with the ball again, Langolf. Johns Moore at the top. Has it now off to Haynes. Final 3 minutes of the second. Johns Moore faking a shot. Now back to Haynes again. Looking in to set up. Barnes wants the post. Haynes doesn't give it to him. Moore creating space. He's got it again. Johns Moore tries to take it in. Does. Walked. All kinds of unnecessary traveling calls in this first half of the Huskies. And lots of turnovers. Earlier in the year, they had 25+ turnovers in the Utica-Eisenhower game. Obviously, Utica, great team in most sports. They're strong defensively, and they forced all those turnovers, but 26 turnovers, that's just not doing it. Here's one, though, for the Huskies. Langolf, yes. They wanted the charge again, didn't get it this time. Langolf, if anything, might have gotten the call, but no, put it in, and it is now 21-9. One more hoop, and finally they're into double digits. Can they get it before the half ends? Final 2 minutes of the second. This is 44, Dondre Young. They're screaming out, by yourself, by yourself. Tried to. Moore had the positioning. Gets the ball to Kotsko, and he's got it again. Guarded by Young. Almost lost it. Now it's right in the hands of Kennedy. Another turnover for the Huskies, and that's a walk. Oh, double dribble, late call by the officials. He might have gotten away with that, actually, if he didn't stop and act like he knew he did it. The whistle wasn't immediate, but, and again, you don't mind when you're up 12 at this stage. Huskies trying to get the lead to within 10. 21-9 right now. Norseman on top. 1:30 to go in the second. Taking it in, Langolf, up, got it. Well, he has been the big scorer lately for the Huskies. We mentioned that. Trying to add to his total right now. They can get him hot. Certainly Langolf makes it a different basketball game. 44 with it, Dondre Young. Quickly passing it outside the perimeter. Ricky Watson-Wilson with it. Mika Moore from around the back. Nice defensive play, stolen. Right in the hands of Langolf again. Out to Mika Moore, gonna put up a three. No, off the front of the rim. And they'll just let this one go, and the Norsemen have the basketball. Again, so important tonight with the strong interior defense by the Norsemen, and I hit on this a little bit earlier. If they're gonna be strong inside like this and you don't have interior play, really you've gotta hit your open threes. They haven't done it, that's why it's 21-11. 25 with the basketball, Derek Morris. Morris guarded by Johns Moore. Looking for the pick from Kennedy, who's posting. They're gonna hold for last shot here, I would think. Checking the time periodically is Morris. Morris with it. Has it instead. Open look at a three, Anderjack, no. Rebound Grain, did he step out? I think he did. Norsemen to throw the ball in. Final 19.7 seconds of the second. Holding for last shot. 14 seconds now. Kennedy. Good defense, Grain. Now they double. Final 10 seconds. Now 9. Norsemen. Got to be thinking about hurrying up here. Good look at a three again. Dezadze, yes. From the outside. 24-11. And that's going to do it. Langolf. Long distance shot at the buzzer, can't get it to go. There's your halftime score, folks, 24-11. Grosse Pointe North, Norsemen on top of your Port Huron Northern Huskies. Derek Work, the Big D for CPHS, Channel 6, the Port Huron Area School District. Back with the third in a little bit. Welcome back to the second half here from Port Huron Northern High School, where after one half complete, 24-11, Grosse Pointe North on top of your Port Huron Northern Huskies. Scoring at the half brought to you by the folks at CPHS, Channel 6, starting with Grosse Pointe North. Dezadze and Ritchie leading scorers with 6 each. Wiggins 4, Kennedy 4, Young had 2, and not really much in the way of foul trouble. Dezadze, Ritchie, and Young each had 1 foul. For Port Huron Northern Huskies, Langolf leading the way with 6 points. Moore, Kotsko, they each had just 1 basket. Haynes with 1, he had 1 personal foul, and Quinn Kotsko, the only one in foul trouble, or any kind of foul trouble, with 2. Off the inbound feed, underway here, third quarter action. The miss from way out from Langolf, down low, Donovan Barnes. And he'll go to the line. Are they saying that basket counted? Well, Barnes is at the line here to shoot. And the foul on the Norseman early, so that's a pretty good start, despite the Langolf miss there from the 3. He hasn't found his shooting touch from the outside yet. They don't count the baskets, so at the line to shoot, I believe the 1 and 1. Well, he did get the 1, so now, okay, they do count the basket. There we go. So it's a 3-point play. Scoreboard a little late to put that up. 24-14, a 10-point lead, Norseman. They have the ball now. Derek Morris tries to take it in. Kennedy down there fighting with it. Good defense, Huskies. This has started the way they want this third quarter to start. Not really sure what this call's all about. Kotsko had the basketball. They blew the whistle, pointing to the Norseman bench for something or other. The official did anyway. Is there a tech? It is a technical foul on the head coach of the Norsemen there, Matt Lockhart. To the line, number 2, Alex Johns-Moore. So getting that sorted out now. They'll gladly take this too. Being blown out in a way, but if Johns-Moore can hit this one, which he does, the lead is single digits now. So Northern, nice little points streak here to begin the second half. Johns-Moore can't get the second to fall, but they get the ball back. Norseman kind of unnecessarily cheering there. A little bit of sarcasm in that one. 24-15, nonetheless, back to the game. Lead is 9. Norseman, 7:14 to go in the third. Haynes looking down low. Alex Johns-Moore and Haynes back and forth. They get it to Langolf. Langolf thought about a 3. No, instead, Haynes looking inside. Kotsko off the high glass, and he got it to go. Don't look now, the lead is just 7. That's a walk. They missed that one. Right in the hands of Jamal Williams. Took 3 steps, but didn't call it. That's all that counts. They throw it away anyway. Huskies going to keep the basketball. 6 unanswered to start the third quarter. It is now 24-17. And you have to wonder if Dylan Harrison would have made a difference in this game. I was told at halftime there, ineligible to play tonight. So apparently with report cards that just happened, maybe his grades aren't the best, but not really sure. Like, again, I'm speculating, obviously, but he's not in the game tonight, obviously. A little bit of rebounding help is what he gives. Physical play, certainly, and a very big body. So Dylan Harrison, I'd like to get him back as soon as possible. Haynes thought he was fouled. Partially grabbed by the wrist. Derek Morris back the other way. Kennedy, it's out on him again. So is it the intensity of the Huskies? Good transition defense. Doing the job. Now down by just 7. 24-7, they have the basketball. 6:19 to go in the third. Kotsko to Langolf. Langolf, leading scorer in the game, tied with a few Grosse Pointe North players at 6 at the half. That was it. 6 points as your leading scorer. Great backdoor feed. Ben Haynes down low, yes. Something Coach Jamieson has been known for in the past, these backdoor feeds. Year after year, it's how they've gotten a lot of points, and they did it there. Work to perfection. The lead is now 5. 24-19, an 8-0 run for the Huskies. And finally, the answer for the Norsemen as 40 Justin Kennedy puts one in off the spin move. And it is now 26-19. Barnes was waiting, it seemed like forever. A little bit of bumping down low there. Norseman putting up a 3, and that one falls. 12. DeZazzi looked like he just kind of put up a prayer, but it fell. When things are going right for you, they're flat out going right. That's all there is to it. What's that? You got to be good to be lucky or lucky to be good. One or the other. There you go. But a lot of easy, good looks down low for the Huskies. They just haven't converted tonight. And here's a personal foul on the Norseman. Second personal actually called on to Zazie. And the third team foul on the Norseman. 40, Justin Kennedy checking out. In for him, number 42, William Ritchie. Haynes off throwing from Alex Johns-Moore. Got it. Backdoor feed. Langolf takes it in hard. They're saying 44, D'Andre Young fouled him. From this angle, it didn't look too bad. Young, like Kennedy, they've got some size on this squad. And great speed to go with it, as we talked about earlier in the first half. Langolf at the line, got the first. 29-20. Single-digit lead again for the Norsemen. Huskies trying to do everything they can to battle back in this one. They trailed by a lot in the early going. 18-1 at one point. They had 1 point after the first quarter. A testament to them fighting hard to even be in this game really at this stage. But they are just down by 8. Norsemen off the miss, get their own offensive rebound. This 3 try is way out, and they punch the ball out of bounds. Great effort by Derek Morris. Almost hurt himself trying to get after that one, but to no avail out in the Norsemen Husky basketball. 4:33 in the third. 29-21. 8-point lead Norsemen. Huskies have the basketball. Kotsko. Looking inside, gets smacked in the nose. No call. Haynes to Johns-Moore on the run. Over to Langolf. They are really bumping Kotsko down there, I'll tell you. 44's got him a couple of times. Young. They get it to him. Haynes can't get it to fall. A couple unlucky bounces off the rim, but he'll go to the line. Well, the main thing about it is it's better effort coming out of the second, and that's what you'd have to ask for, trailing by so much in this game. But they're certainly a different team right now, and basically it's the strong defense leading to offensive baskets, really. Transition basketball at its finest for the Huskies right now. They only had 11 at half. They've already got 21. And actually, if they get this hoop here by Haynes, who misses the first free throw shot, if they get this one, they've already matched their entire first half for scoring. So there you go. Certainly a different team, and not just from, as I just mentioned, what the scoreboard would suggest. Haynes putting up the second one. Can't get that one to fall either. Lead is still 8, 29-21. Now they're saying it's another travel. Double dribble actually on the Norseman, number 3, Jamal Williams. Couldn't catch up to the long pass, and the Huskies have the basketball. Still down 8, 29-21, 4:01 to go in the third. Kotsko with the ball, the inbound pass. Leaves it for Haynes. Trying to get anything they can down low. Kotsko with the ball. Handles it very well for a big guy. Mika Moore battling down low. Yes! Excellent move. He was defended well, but he got that himself. Got the deuce. Mika Moore, nice job. 29-23. This is a wide open look at a 3. He had all day to shoot it. Put it up, front of the rim. Foul first, I believe. And it's a pushing off on, I believe, is it 24? Now they're saying 14, okay. First personal for 14, Mika Moore. And first team foul for the Huskies. By the way, 5 team fouls on the clock right now for the Norsemen. They're gonna be in the penalty before long, which is a good thing for the Huskies, obviously, as they've trailed for the whole game. Down just 6 right now. Closest they've been all night, really. 29-23, 6-point lead, 3:13 left to go in the third quarter. Norsemen keeping the ball, I believe a push-off call. And that one on Moore as well. Second personal. And second team foul off the inbound pass. They try for the three. That's 12, puts it up. Dizazzi missed it. Front of the rim, rebound. Moore, now to Kotsko. Final 3 to go in the third. Kotsko trying to set up. Spin move, good job of avoidance there. Kotsko down low, does it all himself, up, and he got it off the glass. That's just a great individual effort. They have the defense, and they had him in numbers. Spun around one, doubled low, still got it. This is a wide open three again. Grosse Pointe North simply is not hitting their baskets now that they hit in the first half. But I'll tell you, up all game like they've been, why do they all of a sudden feel the need that they need to shoot threes? I don't understand that part of it. Haynes tried a three back the other way. Moore has wrestled hard for the rebound. They call it a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Norsemen. Good effort by Moore. Just didn't go his way. Lead is now just 4. Closest the Huskies have been all night. Again, folks, if you've just joined us, it was an 18-1 Norseman lead after 1 quarter. I'm wowed that the Huskies are even in this game right now, to be honest with you, but that's what good defense does. They've come out in the second, they've been a different basketball team. Well, that's just a great effort there. They out-muscled Kotsko for the rebound. Kotsko throws it out. Smart play on Williams to avoid holding that ball too long and the out of bounds. 31-25, lead is 6 now. Huskies everything they can to try and claw back and get Husky. Langolf. It goes. Count it. No. They say a charge. And he is mad. Well, good strong defense like that, it frustrates you. And you can't always find defenders willing to step up and take the charge like that. Because you're getting hit, you're getting smoked. That's all there is to it. That's a good play by the Norsemen, definitely. They've played strong D all night, far as I'm concerned. Here we go, final minute 46 to go in the third. The lead is still 6, Norsemen. 3 the ball, Jamal Williams. Foul again called on Moore, and now they're gonna have to check somebody in for him. That's 3 fouls in about, what, a minute and a half for Moore. Thankfully, he had none at the half. His 3rd personal, 4th team foul, and he's checking out. Well, they have to do that if they want to see him with any kind of 4th quarter playing time. They're not happy over there. Kotsko was checked out, Langolf as well. Big bang against the wall down there. Because as much as it has not been pretty at times, they're fighting, they're scrapping. You got to give the Huskies a lot of credit right now. It's one thing to come out and play so poorly, but it's another to kind of get revenge, to play a lot harder and tougher in the second. They've done that. And if they would come back in this game and get the victory, and it's not impossible at this stage, just down 6, plenty of time, you'd have to think it's a real good fight back victory, kind of a junkyard dog kind of a game. They've really earned it. 3 at the line, by the way. Jamal Williams off the foul from Mika Moore. Puts up the first, got it. Puts up the second, missed it. And they can't convert on the rebound. Hack, but right in the hands of Morris, and he sets up again. Smart move. They're up 7 with the basketball, 32-25. Huskies keep getting close, but as they keep getting close, they can't seem to get that next basket to make it closer and keep the momentum. In danger of a possible momentum swing here again. Down 7, 32-25. Grain with it. Backdoor feed try right in the hands of 12, Dizazzi. Quickly, up court, Clifton. Across the way, fouled first. So again, just when you think the Huskies are making a run of their own, the Norsemen come right on back. Keep playing tough, aggressive basketball. And they were telling me down there at halftime, they believe the Norsemen are better than 7-7. This is a better basketball team than the way they've been playing. Well, I echo that statement. I think the Huskies are too. Almost a 5-second call again. A tribute to how well the Norsemen guarding the inbound pass. Now they trap at half court. Haynes, kick it out. deep three, McCath can't get it to fall. McMath the rebound. And now it's Grain with it. Trace Grain, final 24 seconds of the third. And a holding call. Certainly the Norsemen trying to catch the Huskies right now. Half-court trapping, switch-offs to the double team. Trace Grain to inbound this ball. Final 23 seconds even on the third quarter clock, 32-25. Norsemen with a 7-point lead. Huskies have the ball. A 14-point third quarter for the Huskies after just 11 in the first half. 10 in the second quarter, that's right, folks. 1 point in the first quarter for the Huskies. And they have fought back. Johnsmore to Burns, give and go. Johnsmore stops, pops, partially blocked. They throw it right to Haynes, who puts it up. Great presence of mind, but he still has time. Johnsmore down low, can't get it to fall. Off the glass. They had more time than they thought they did. Two pretty decent looks, couldn't get it to fall. And after three complete from Pointe Huron Northern High School, 32-25. Grosse Pointe North, Norsemen on top of your Huskies. Derek Wark, Big D, CPHS, Channel 6, the Pointe Huron Area School District Television Network. And the big fella down there in the hallway, E.J. Shea. Special shout out to him running things down there. Brandon the Killer Kovac is in the building. Emily Desmond. Brandon Wright. Carl Staffhorst is down there as well, the Channel 6 staff tonight. Got to give me credit for that one. They didn't give me their usual list like they do, saying, here's our list, read them off, Big D. And I think that's Brian Jameson's little guy right there. He was shooting hoops in between the halftime, the JV game. He was popping a few too, the little guy. Coach Jameson said, we don't give him a basketball just yet to shoot. He shoots that special ball, but he was popping some hoops. I said, future Husky there, Coach Jameson. He said, without a doubt, Big D. There you go. Johnsmore, throw in, back to the game, fourth quarter underway. Again, lead is 7. Wow, this is uncalled for here. But a great from behind block, Donovan Barnes. That's the way to do it because they stayed with it. Golding, who was checked in. It really says something when you don't give up on it, and they didn't there. Is that going to be a foul called, or is it out on him? 20 didn't like the call. I think he's got called for a foul maybe. 20 there, Corey Clifton. It is going to be a foul. They're in the penalty now. It's a 1-and-1 situation. Huskies one away from that same situation. Plenty of time left. We may see a lot of foul shots in this one as it goes. Johnsmore got the first. .32-26 now. Johnsmore misses the second. Lead is now 6. Huskies have got it within 4 after trailing at 1 point by 17. Here's a three from the outside. Missed completely. Rebound, dribbled right on the out-of-bounds line. Referee right there to make that call. Norseman, another turnover. But aggressive, quick defensive play from the Huskies in that third quarter has led the Norsemen making mistakes. Just as we see right there, Donovan Barnes the giveaway. Back comes Morris. Morris with the ball. Calmly has it now. Top side left. Morris, pull-up jumper, in and out. Barnes out-muscled for the rebound there by 5 Wiggins. He's got it again. Wiggins, they leave him. Yes. Great move on Grain there. Froze him stiff, went by him, got the layup. Langoff, off-balance jumper. Rebound quickly, Donovan Barnes, but he gave it away. Wiggins with it. Lead is 8. Wiggins to make it 10. No, can't get it to fall off the rim. Johnsmore, back and forth. Really quick basketball, but he gave it away. They may have to slow this tempo down here in a minute. Williams, a wide open look again. Ritchie can't get this one to fall. Grain, tapped out of bounds by the Norsemen. Well, they're just a faster team. They're showing it. They're getting to loose balls. They're getting steals. The Huskies have to recognize the speed of the Norsemen and not force unnecessary passes. Like I was saying earlier, against Utica earlier this year, they had 26 turnovers in a game. So it's not something they're unused to, giving the ball away a lot. You've got to recognize the team you're playing and how quick they are. Well, there's an example right there of how fast they are. 20, punched it out of bounds, Corey Clifton. Langolf with it, now up top to Golding. 6:14 to go in the fourth. 34-26, the lead is 8 for the Norsemen. Golding throws this one away. Are they ruling that the Norsemen maybe got a piece of that? And the Huskies really have about 5 turnovers in the last minute. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but if I am, I'm not by much. If you like fast court basketball, you like the pace of this game in the last 2 minutes, but Huskies not a lot of points on the scoreboard to show for it. Grain with the ball. Gets it down low to Langolf. Good defense again. Gets it out to Kotsko, who calmly calms things down. And that's a good thing. No need to rush. Plenty of time. 5:44 to go in the fourth. Lead is 8. Langolf. Now to Kotsko. Looking inside. Gets it to Grain. Grain on the run. Yes. Well, the lead is 6 again. Huskies keep trying to chip into this Norseman lead. They have not seen the lead in this game. Norsemen have been on top since the very beginning. Down low, Clifton now takes it back. 25, Morris has it, the point guard. Morris, topside, Jamal Williams. Thought about a 3, instead back to 25, Morris. Kennedy wants it low. Dondre Young has it now. Instead to Jamal Williams, right side. Out, I believe, on the Huskies. Good defensive job. Kotsko. Also Grain and Moore down there again. Moore's got to be careful, of course. He's got those 3 personal fouls. Has checked back into the game. So I think they're happy with risking him to be in foul trouble as this fourth quarter continues to tick down. Norseman with the ball. 44 Young again. Get it inside, spin move, Williams takes it to the hole, no. Can't get it to fall, fighting hard for the rebound, Husky basketball. Every loose ball right now is being contested by both teams. It really is hard-nosed basketball. You kind of get the sense that every single hoop from here on out is going to be tough to get. No easy baskets, as the ex-Piston coach Chuck Daly used to say. No easy baskets, gentlemen. You're seeing that right now on the court. Langolf, off-balance shot. Can't get it to fall. Working hard for it, gets it back. Langolf, great effort, but he can't get that one to fall. Gets it again, Langolf. Excellent individual effort. Jackson Langolf finally gets it to fall. I said it, no easy baskets. Certainly, that was not an easy one, but a couple offensive rebounds in that trip down the court, and Langolf has made it a 4-point game. 34-30, Norseman. And it's a foul, I think, called on Langolf. Langolf trying to mix it around a bit down there, bumping who he's guarding, 12 to Zatsi. And he's at the line right now. Huskies in the penalty, just as the Norsemen are. I believe a 1-and-1 here. Puts up the first, got it. Lead back to 5. Let me tell you something. The Huskies did not have much life at halftime. I did not expect this second half. So, pleased with what I've seen, despite the fact that it's still 36-30. At least it's a game. They were in danger of just getting swamped here tonight. Langolf with it. Thought about a pull-up jumper. Now does. Foul. Coach Jamieson pretty unhappy with the talk going on. He notices it too. Jackson Langolf. That's just the nature of the game here tonight, though. Again, tough, physical, fight hard for every basket you're getting. When you do that, you're gonna talk, you're gonna bump. That's the nature of the game. Langolf misses them both. He could have a huge game right now. He just hasn't gotten a lot of baskets to fall tonight. It certainly isn't from a lack of effort. He's led the way in that category. 20 Clifton, bounce down low, he's got it again. Across the way, this is 3 Jamal Williams. Down low, Kennedy reaching from behind Kotsko, and he's called for the foul. 3:25 left in the fourth, 36-30, 6-point lead Norseman. Huskies simply can't get any closer than 4. Johns Moore checking back in for Trace Grain. Pretty good effort from Trace there as he sits down. Foul there, by the way, on 24, Quinn Kotsko, in a bit of foul trouble again. That's his 3rd. Team 8th. Both teams have 8 team fouls on the board right now. That one hitting Moore, wasn't expecting a pass, and he throws it away off Kotsko. There's the unnecessary turnovers. Again, there's another one. Is it a lack of communication between them? It just didn't look real smooth from the get-go off the inbound pass. We have another technical foul out there right now too as well. This is Johns Moore, he's gonna shoot it. 2 shots actually, he puts up the first, he got it, lead is now 5. Certainly something the Huskies definitely love. The fact they get a couple of chances to get into this lead here. The Norsemen, they've had the lead all night. Lead is now 5, 36-31 off the 2 technical free throws. Johns Moore hit one, missed the second, but they get the ball back as well. If they hit this, they'll be down to just a 1-possession game. Norseman bench really cheering over there. Getting a little bit louder here, considering the minimal crowd. Backdoor feed. Jackson Langolf, a great effort, but that one too deep. He did everything he could to get that ball back in. Here you see a popcorn machine. That's Coach Connell, the football squad, by the way, down there. Kotsko working very hard, tries to get the jump ball. Possession arrow, actually. Favors the Norsemen, so they'll keep it. And 25 off the inbound pass. Derek Morris tries to take it all the way. A good feed. Can't get it to go. Langolf. That is a great presence of mind play by 20, Corey Clifton. Langolf tried to throw right off him, avoided it. Well, it's getting rough now down there. Haynes was bumped 2 or 3 times, fought hard for the ball, could still dribble, took it in, tried to get it, hacked again. Haynes to the line. That is a great presence of mind to play, though, to finish my thought from a minute ago. Jackson Langolf is in a position where he's off balance. To keep the ball, he's trying to throw it off a Norseman. They avoided it right into his hands. Great play 20, and the make. That's just heads-up basketball. And now one other big issue for the Huskies has been their free throw shooting. This is why you practice free throws in practice, day and night. Fundamental, but surprising how many don't hit them at all levels, really. The lead is 6 now, 38-32. Back and forth, real scrapping game right now. 44, DeAndre Young. Now back to Derek Morris, that great play a moment ago. He was one of them. Also Corey Clifton, one of them who made that possible. Throwing the ball away here, that's out on the Huskies though. Norsemen will keep it. But a real exciting second half. If you like this kind of basketball, I personally do. I'm not a huge fan of scoring. I like this kind. I love the Pistons' bad boy days when they had to fight hard for every basket. As I said earlier, no easy hoops. Jackson Langolf showing that right there, actually. He's really been all over the court tonight. Again, can't fault the kid's effort. 12 certainly has been there. Again, if some of the early shots fall for the Huskies, it might be a different game. But certainly if the free throws fell for the Huskies, it'd be a different game. Mika Moore, the rebound, now to Kotsko. Guarding them at full court right now. Kotsko has it, avoiding the 5-second rule. Moore gets it to go, you can count it, yes. And the foul. That's just tough down low. It's tough in making it happen. Really, it's making something out of nothing. They had the men in numbers. They doubled Kotsko, and then they doubled Moore down low. He just kind of forced that one in. 38-34, lead is 4. Can't get it to fall. Well, Huskies want that call. I think they're going to get a travel down low off the offensive rebound from the Norsemen. And you kind of get the sense now that the Norsemen are kind of worried. They're kind of losing their cool a little bit. And Coach Jamieson wants a timeout. I would say, based on the pace of this game and the way it's going, the intensity, a good timeout. 1:58 left in the fourth. It's been a doozy second half. Can the Huskies battle back? Can they fight back from what at one time was a 17-point deficit at 18-1? We'll see in the dying minutes of this one. 1:58 left in the fourth. 38-34, Norsemen on top. Derek Work, Big D, CPHS Channel 6, the Port Huron Area School District television station, and Port Huron Northern Husky Basketball Network. Lots of yelling down there in the crowd, having a good time tonight. They used to have the James Zone over there packed for 3 and 4 rows. Shows you what success does. Not many people here, period, this evening. They'd like to get that James Zone back. They'd like to get that big, loud crowd back here. Langhoff, off balance layup, got it to go. Don't look now, folks. The Huskies down by just 2. 1 basket. What a great job by them to not give up in this game. As sloppy as it's been, the effort has been there, and you've got to admire it, quite frankly. Stolen, Jackson Langolf to tie. Well, back the other way. Again, great two-way effort. 25, Derek Morris knocked the ball away just as Langolf tried to tie, but he fouled first. Langolf to the line. And with them in the penalty now, this is going to be 2. From the free throw line, Jackson Langolf could tie this one. And again, the free throws, the issues continue for the Huskies. Again, they hit free throws in this game. They win this game, or they're leading right now. Just hasn't happened. As much as they haven't been able to buy a basket, they haven't been able to buy a free throw either. That one finally goes. It is a 1-point game. 38-37. Grosse Pointe North barely clinging to this one. Norsemen look lost offensively. And that's a good thing for the Huskies, who have played tremendous defense here in the second half. This is Morris. Morris with the ball. They're up 1. Just over a minute to go in the fourth. Morris, crossway feed, foul. You kind of get the sense there maybe Morris should have kept it. Tried the pass beside him. They did get the foul call. I believe a 1-and-1 here if he fouled him first. That foul, by the way, on Quinn Kotsko. 4th personal and 9th team foul. No, I think it's 2. Act of shooting, they call it. 39-37. The lead is now 2. So this becomes a very big free throw. There is the shocker. The blue man, the shocker they call him. Misses the next free throw. How can he not be distracted? It works for me. Kotsko to Johns Moore. Now to Mika Moore. Moore puts it up. Almost hit it back of the rim. Very, very close, but Johns Moore called a push in the back off the offensive rebound from 44, Dondre Young, and that's going to be 2 shots. certainly any break at all in this game and it'd be different. But you got to be thinking, where was this in the first half? I mean, the Huskies are neck and neck with the Norsemen here. They weren't even in the first half at all. So you got to be thinking, really, they're 2 quarters against really a Norseman team who have not really had a really bad quarter. And I said it earlier with this Husky team earlier in the season. What would this team be like if they play 4 quarters of solid basketball like they've done for 2 quarters in the second? It has the makings of a complete team. They don't have a lot of scoring. We know that, we said that. But it's an example of what I've been talking about aggressive defensive play, transition basketball, both sides of the court. This is how this Northern team wins games. And I really thought they were going to get blown out in the early going because I knew offensively they didn't have an answer. But you scrap for every loose ball. You do the little things. You get the rebounds. And would Dylan Harrison be a big factor in this game, knowing how well of a good defender and rebounder he is on both sides of the glass? So really, that could be a big loss. But I think really the Huskies have this basketball game simply bringing it down to fundamentals. If they hit free throws, they win the game. Right now, they're trailing by 2. They have to watch as 44, Dondre Young, 2-shot situation. Ready to put up his first. Foul, by the way, was on 24, Quinn Kotzko. They have him as fouled out on the scoreboard, I should mention. So obviously a big loss because it's one of your bigger bodies, and that means defense down the stretch. Missed the first, did 44 Dondre Young. Here he goes putting up the second. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Mika Moore. Huskies with the ball, trailing by 2. Final 45 seconds to go in the fourth. Moore with the ball, behind the back. Guarded closely by Clifton. Moore with it. Now to Johnsmore. Trace Green, final 33 seconds. Trying to direct traffic. They'd like to touch the ball with Jackson Langolf. They'd like to get him a pass. Coach Jamieson calls timeouts. And I would guess this play on the sidelines is going to somehow involve getting Jackson Langolf the ball. They were looking to do it there, but pretty good defense there by the Norsemen. Final 29.5 ticks in the fourth. A 39-37 lead. Just 2 points for Grosse Pointe North Norsemen. Derek Wark, the Big D, CPHS Channel 6. Glad to have you along tonight in what really has become an entertaining game back and forth. I was not the happiest camper at halftime. But you know what? I was happy I came now because it's a great game. This is what you want. Are those guys praying? It looks like they're praying. No, they're just looking down. Some of the fans here tonight. There's not many fans here, but they have been vocal for the amount that have been here, so nice to see. But the James Zone not as active and not as loud as I've seen in previous years. Certainly not like it's used to be. But I guess that comes with success. 5-9 overall. Huskies need this badly. Trying to go 6-9, and more importantly, to go 2-6 in the MAC Blue, get that other important division win. They do get it to Langolf off the glass. That's not a great look, but right in the hands of Johnsmore. Hard in, no. No foul call on that one. Right in the hands of Tywan Williams. Final 17, and they had to foul. I'm not so sure they couldn't have got a foul one way or the other there as Johnsmore took it hard in. Lots of contact. Fourth foul on Micah Moore too as well. So with Quinn Kotzko having fouled out in this one, and Moore with now 4 personals. Both teams in the penalty, by the way. The 2-shot penalty, that is. But again, yeah, you really have to wonder what this game would have been like had the Huskies come out this way. Off the bat, from the get-go. Certainly it would have been different. Right, Shocker? I don't know how he sees out of that, but he does apparently. Next free throw after getting the first, missed it. 40-37, the Huskies need a 3. Do we see it? Final 10 seconds, now 9, they double, now 8. They call a timeout. I'm not sure Coach Jamieson wanted a timeout there. Haynes definitely wanted one. He looked at the bench the whole way, and seeing he was double teamed there late, Coach Jamieson finally did call the timeout. 7.5 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. 40-37, Grosse Pointe North up 3 over your Port Huron Northern Huskies. CPHS Channel 6, the Port Huron Area School District, Big D, Derek Wark. Glad to be here tonight as we see the Grosse Pointe North bench, and now there's the scoreboard. There you see 7.5 seconds left. If now you're Coach Jamieson, you got to be thinking 3, I would think. Your only other option, obviously, the quick 2 and then the foul, depending on how well you believe the Norsemen shoot free throws. I would think you inbound the ball right here and shoot a 3. Then you got to be thinking, who out there is your best free 3-point shooter? Can they get him an open look? That's the next thing. If you're the Norseman, you want to make sure he doesn't get the open look. You want to challenge everything and not foul. They're going to throw it in now. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the opportunity to tie this basketball game and perhaps be the hero? Ben Haynes off the throw-in. Johnsmore gets it, puts it up. He got it to go! Alex Johnsmore fills it, and the Norsemen have called timeout. That's just sweet shooting, boy, from way out, too. He wasn't exactly on that line, but he got it. 2.2 to go. Alex Johnsmore has tied the game. This is the first time all night the Huskies have been tied with the Norsemen. How about this comeback, folks? Timeout Norsemen for one final shot. Wow. Well, we see him do this every year. We won't anymore, mind you. He's graduating. Johnsmore on the football field. Clutch player, hard-nosed, gutsy. He's exactly the kind of player that fits the recipe of how the Huskies win basketball games. Hard-nosed player, tough, both sides. But a go-to guy and a team leader. He got the ball there, didn't even think twice about it. Put it up, filled it. All net, right in front of us. Even my main man, Dennis Stuckey, had to like that one sitting next to me. Nods right on. Good to see you tonight, by the way, man. Good to be seen, he says, if you didn't hear him. There you go. 40-40, we're tied. They're putting a little bit more time on the clock. They're saying 3 seconds even. This is enough time if they hurry. They touch it, 2 seconds, now 1 second, and they call another timeout. They're trying to get the ball so they can inbound the ball at half court and not the full court. But did too much time tick off? That's the question. 1.9, you'd think. You get this ball, you let it go immediately. It's so important right now. What I just said about the Norsemen, same applies for the Huskies. They get the ball, challenge, but do not foul. Even if he's not in the act of shooting, he still goes to the line here. So very, very important. No fouls to give either team. If you're the Huskies, you want OT. If you're the Norsemen, you're playing for the win right here. They get to throw it in from half court, which is what they wanted. And in a sense, they're happy they still had that one timeout left. Well, I guess they had 2 officially on the clock. They're throwing it in. It'll be a turnaround 3. No, the give and go, but they ran out of time. Folks, we're going to have overtime from Port Huron Northern. First and foremost, though, it's not just about the overtime as much as it's about what a great comeback tonight to even be in overtime or in that situation in the first place for the Port Huron Northern Huskies. You got to like that if you're Coach Jamieson. You really do the effort, and they've done it without really a starting big man in Dylan Harrison, who, again, they said is ineligible to play tonight. I don't know the reason for that. And that little guy, if you're wondering, that is not the first shot he's hit tonight. He's pretty good for his age, really. That's Coach Connell, as mentioned earlier, bottom left of your screen, the football head coach of the Huskies. And he comes to a lot of these games. In fact, I don't recall a game I've been to where I haven't seen Coach Pat Connell, so. 4 minutes on the clock for the overtime period, officially the 5th period, if you will. But I can't believe they're even in the game. Just the fact they were down 18-1 after 1, and it's tied at 40. Wow. 1 point after 1 quarter, 11 points after 2 quarters, 40 after 4. Off the tip to begin the OT. Norsemen control it, Morris has it. Stolen, Johns Moore, no, stepped out first, look out. Some halftime stats for the Pointe Huron Northern Huskies. Langolf, 13 points after 4 quarters. Moore, Johns Moore, and Kotsko each had 6. Thanks to Mr. Stuckey for that one. Doing the stats up here next to me tonight. Johns Moore the bump, no doubt about this foul. And now you have to think. You've got Micah Moore with 4 personals. Quinn Kotsko has already fouled out of this one. What difference, would they make? Kotsko, especially if he was still in the game, but Micah Moore, if you're the Norseman, you have to know he's got 4 personals and attack him, really, with the ball. You do. You go right at him. Make him defend with 4 personals. Well, offensive rebound, the one thing you cannot afford is a miss and then a make. It is now Norsemen by 3 again, 43-40. The Huskies have trailed all night. They have never led. They tied it. That's as close as they've come to leading. Now they trail by a 3-pointer again. 3:15 to go in the 5th quarter and OT of a very entertaining game. Haynes has it. Trying to look down low. They get it down low. Trace Grain quickly off the glass. And good. That's a missed assignment as far as I'm concerned. That was a little bit too easy considering they had men in numbers. And so was this. Quickly, immediately, up court, they got it off the glass. Corey Clifton. Langolf thought about a 3. He trails by that, him and his Huskies. 45-42. 2:42 left in the 5th. Haynes, the pass, Green. Now they go back out to Moore. Moore, open look, Ben Haynes, no. Off the front of the rim. Hustling is Micah Moore. They keep it in. Langolf to Moore, who just showed great hustle. Tipped out to Green. Thought about a 3. Can't do it. No, instead Moore. Moore to Haynes again from the same spot. Now he's doubled. Bounce past Langolf for 3 in the tie. Missed completely. Right in the hands of Micah Moore, who fills it up. He got it. It is a 1-point game. Norsemen quickly again. Well, it's transition right now. They're catching the Huskies off guard off the hoop. They've got to get back quicker. Coach Jamieson wanted a foul bad. Langolf's going to get a tech here. Coach Jamieson yelling at Langolf. He bumped him after the whistle. They're going to give him a T, I would think. He's really been tough and physical all night long. Sooner or later, you kind of saw it coming. But that's his nature, and again, it's the nature of the way this game has been played. 25 going to the line. Derek Morris to shoot the techs. And really, you'd think, if he makes 2 here and they get the ball back and get 2 more, it would almost seal the Husky fate. Morris, yes. It's been one of those games where all night long the Huskies have trailed. All night long they've tried to chip into this Norseman lead. And every moment that you thought, hey, we're turning the corner, we've got it now, we've tied them, or we're close, Norsemen make the run and you wonder what happened. They're up 5 now with the ball. They have owned overtime. On a 9-4 run in the overtime, actually. Turning gun. Really, he got fouled, maybe. Pretty good defense, though, by the Huskies on the whole, right in the hands of Langolf. Langolf over the Grain. Grain, bounce feed, Langolf, quickly up, got it. They're hurrying everything, and really, it's not the greatest of looks, but hey, they're getting them to fall. And that's the main thing. Lead is 3, 49-46. Norsemen slow it down. Morris with the ball. Do the Huskies consider fouling? Again, these situations, they definitely call for a shot clock. I never understood why at this level there is not a visible shot clock. Final minute 7. The lead is 3. See, they're holding the ball and they're ticking off the clock. It's a smart thing to do, but this is why you need a shot clock at this level. I know I complain about it. I say it almost in every game, but it's true, and here's why. Morris, they call the foul. And I'm not sure, knowing this, knowing that they would tick off, what was it, almost 30 seconds a clock, that Coach Jamieson might not want to consider fouling there. Going to the line, 25, Derek Morris. Foul, by the way, on number 12, Jackson Langolf, and he as well has 4 personal fouls now. The lead is now 50-46. GPN by 4. Morris trying to put him up 5. 2-possession game, no matter what. And it is a 5-point lead. Huskies have got to hurry here, I would think. Be smart, but the clock is not in your favor right now, trailing by 5. Haynes setting up. Final 41 seconds now. Langolf. Haynes off the pick and roll from Green. Haynes off the glass, but he can't get it to fall. Huskies have to foul. Rough down low. Not completely sure of the call yet. Langolf, and I believe it was 25, Derek Morris, fighting for the ball down low. Huskies off the throw-in. They get it to Moore. Moore off the back of the backboard. Gets it again. Same look. Fires it up again off the front of the rim again. Johns Moore, another offensive rebound. Throws it away. That, folks, is likely going to be all she wrote. 53-46, a 7-point lead. Coach Jamieson yelling, hurry, hurry. Green, off-balance shot. He's fouled. Can't get it to go. So the lead is 7, Green to the line. Do you hit this one and miss on purpose and try and get the rebound, offensive rebound, or do you just try and hit them both and then foul? One way or the other, Green's got to make them both. And by the way, 20, Corey Clifton has fouled out. He actually has not left the court yet. Talking about who to put him in for. Kind of a stop in the action there while they were waiting for their bench to decide. But Clifton is fouled out nonetheless. At the line, Green, shooting a pair, missed the first. So a 7-point lead it remains. 11 and a half ticks in the 4th. Green puts up the next one. Back of the rim, missed them both. Final 10 seconds. Jamal Williams, out of bounds. Pretty good defensive play by Moore. All for naught now, I would think. Huskies are going to fall to 5 and 10, but 1 and 7 in the MAC Blue. The Norsemen, finally over 500. They're going to go to 8 and 7 and 5 and 4 in the MAC Blue. Important for them. So after a very tough, physical basketball game, the final score from Pointe Huron Northern tonight. The Norsemen from Grosse Pointe North, 53. Here, Pointe Huron Northern Huskies unhappy at 46. Great game. We saw overtime. Derek Work, the Big D, speaking on behalf of the entire staff of CPHS Channel 6 with us tonight. See you next time, folks. But clearly a great effort from the Huskies to battle back in this one, being down early. Great heart, boys. See you next time, folks.